The only thing I know is he wants to ban Sneako.
Who is this guy? What's his name?
I don't know, but he looks like me in high school. I swear to God.
Nickisnotgreen.
He's got a lot of subscribers, so he's probably got a lot to say. So let's see what he's got. It's only 3 minutes.
Let's see.
With in any way, I would leave the video now.
You know what's so funny about the internet? It hides the fact, and like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. And you know this is true, what's so predictable? You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some
Hey.
yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense back into you. And you know what they're gonna do right after they did that? They're gonna clip that part and say, I'm an incel problematic. But
He called it!
You can hear it in her voice.
God damn!
He literally called it.
Man can see the future.
He literally, I mean, because it's obvious. That's like, bro.
Damn, is this his, look at the link to this video. Is this his only
Is
clip?
this it? You got it. This kid must be, this is the softest kid in the world. You know he's never had a single hard day in his life. He probably
That guy needs some
He needs some guac 3000.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, he's never
Like,
had
bro.
that. No way.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people
This
have
is
lived their whole
ridiculous.
lives never having like any, you know,
Of that.
you know.
Yeah.
So he probably thinks that's violent. He's like, oh,
Yeah. Oh.
imagine.
Imagine like no. Come on. You've seen plenty of videos.
Yeah, you know damn well as a YouTuber, you inside your house all day. You probably seen plenty of. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Seriously, are you really about to? And first of all, even if this does violate terms of service, you're really about to make a stand and make a video like, oh, I'm gonna white knight and be like, oh my god, he said something really like rough, like, dude, what the hell is? You're
And
so.
he called you out. He said they're gonna clip this.
And he called you out. He literally knew, like a little softy, like he was gonna be like, oh my
Bro,
god.
if you were good at your job, you would have stopped here.
That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense back into you.
Done.
Yeah, true. If you were and if you actually wanted to make that, yeah, but like, you know what? At least you could say
Now he looks like terrible.
no, but at least, well, actually, I would say though. But if he did do that, I would complain more. I'd be like, hey, he left out some context. So I guess he did put in the context. But still, I'm like, bro.
But this is the thing.
Is this
If you didn't see this stream, then you wouldn't know there was context.
It's not like he's saying he's gonna do it. He's just like, and like, and here's the thing. The funny thing is, exactly what Sneako was saying. A lot of chicks talk about incels that way. Oh, you don't even get girls. You're a virgin. You're this, you're that. You don't even have sex. Like, so like what he's saying about a woman is literally, it's exactly what they say about guys.
Yep.
That's it.
And
they're just not as aggressive sounding because they're not, well, they're typically not guys. They're just like some chick talking about shit like that.
Yeah, trying to be men. But that's you should have left the context
And
out.
you know what they're gonna do right after they did that? They're gonna clip that part and say, I'm an incel problematic, but you know it's true. You can hear it in her voice. She hasn't been properly in too long. And now you make no sense. That's what happens, man. That's what happens, yo. Someone vouch for me. You know it's true.
Now, I don't think I have to explain why this is disgusting. Sneako is harassing a female content creator.
He's not harassing them. That's not harassment.
That's not harassment.
Actually, can we? You know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's look up the definition of harassment. Can we look it up? I actually want to look up what is.
Absolutely. The legal definition of harassment is the act of systematic or continued unwanted and annoying actions as one party or a group, including threats and demands.
The purposes may vary, including racial prejudice, personal. It could be harassment, but you know what? That's funny about harassment is
only if it's systematic and or continue. This is the legal definition.
Oh, good point. Good point. It's continued because I forgot about that. I did have an issue once with.
It's he would either have to be singling her out because of one of these like other like ex-spouse, race, sex, violation of statutory. You know what I'm saying?
So technically, this is not harassment. It's just literally one comment, and it's it's not even that. Like if he would have said like, oh, I'm gonna R-word her, or like, oh, she should be R-worded. Then I could be like, okay, that's pretty, you know, as far as terms of service goes, like that's pretty, yeah, like.
Shout outs to some content creators who have used that word plenty, and they're still on YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
I think this is a reach. This is definitely a reach.
This is crazy. Almost every word in this paragraph has a definition legally.
Yeah.
Like, see how they're all like blue? This is insane.
And or.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like, what? Does anybody know what the
I would
law
hate to be a
means?
lawyer. Oh my god.
Yeah, jeez. Like, what does racial legally mean? Like, and then every word in the definition of race has like a legal definition. Like, come on. But yeah. Anyway, there's only a minute left.
Her that the reason why she's so upset is because she hasn't had sex in a while, and then he proceeds to aggressively simulate a sexual assault on Chad in his live stream. And
what?
He looks so aggressive. Like he has to say he signals it. He looks like it. He did nothing. He did literally. He just did it in his room. He's like, well, he looks aggressive. Like, what the hell, dude? Are you kidding me?
He didn't even have like.
Oh my god.
So first of all, that's not assault, buddy. He was saying.
Wait, is that what he said? Is that he didn't say?
He said he simulated a sexual assault on her, but that's not what happened at all, right? We can all agree that that's not what happened. We all saw the unedited clip because this guy sucks at his fucking job. If your job is to smear Sneako, then you need to do a better job editing. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We all watched the same clip. Did he simulate a sexual assault on a female content creator? I don't think he did, because an assault would mean like he was, pretending to like R word.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's simulating rough sex, but not assault. Like, it's very, but like I said, clearly this guy has never done anything like that. And he's never had He's never had any good. And I don't think he understands that he's probably from a whole different world. This guy's never even thought of. Bro, this is hilarious. I honestly, like, I wanted to try to be nice and like, try to meet in the middle. No, like, this is just stupid. This is really stupid.
In front of thousands of people. And like I said, there are creators who I disagree with, and then there are people like Sneako who actively threaten other creators on YouTube, spread hate speech, and overall make YouTube a less enjoyable and more dangerous place for everybody who's on it. Not to mention that this clip alone obviously violates YouTube's community guidelines around harassment. YouTube
no, it doesn't.
Has banned creators even recently for much less, and I think that this is
name one.
An obvious instance of a creator who is
but name one.
Now causing more harm by existing
different
on this site. And this isn't even about free speech. This is about taking action when a content creator spreads messaging like this. And I think YouTube would
like what?
This is about censorship. This is about taking action and banning more people and removing all of the icky and like the things I don't like. Take away the things I don't like, please. Like, God, you are such a
Gen Z bullshit. I don't even know how old you are. I hope you're.
It doesn't even matter how you could be 7 years old. I don't care, dude. This is just a bad take. Like you're trying so hard. You're trying so hard to come. Like the problem with these kind of people that like oh, I'm on some moral high ground. Like, oh, you're aggressive and I think that's bad. So I'm gonna out you on social media in public and like I'm gonna take the higher stance. He literally thinks he's doing something. I guarantee you. After he posts, he's like, oh, I just did something like really good for the community. Like, no, dude, you didn't. You did nothing. Nothing you did is actually going to make a difference with anything. You're deluding yourself. You're deluding yourself to thinking that you're on some moral high ground just because someone acts like you don't like. Just because you wouldn't hang out with Sneako doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Just because he has opinions different than yours, just because he acts differently than you, doesn't mean he should be banned on fucking
I would love to
YouTube.
see these. I would love to see this guy debate Sneako.
He would never. He
would never.
I don't even think he would debate. I really don't think he would even get in a call with him. There's no way. He would be.
Absolutely not. It would get destroyed.
No, he wouldn't do it. Actually, I don't think Sneako could destroy him because Sneako's not very good at debating either. But still, I don't think he would. I don't think he would even have that conversation. He probably thinks. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming, but I have a feeling this guy Nick would probably just be like, no, because he thinks he's like, oh, you're a bad guy. Like I'm not gonna talk to a bad guy. That'd make my image look bad. Like he seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe you know what? This is a challenge. Go talk to Sneako then, bro. Air it out. Yeah, fine, make a video about it, but he's gonna respond, and you better air it out. You better actually talk to him because this is come on.
Yeah, this is
a really bad. This is a really bad take.
It's a super hard reach into something that you don't even understand. Obviously,
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to make a video, but you better have some follow up if he does, because bro, this is silly. Like this is really silly.
I guess it's okay to make a video, but this video is bad.
It's just it's not bad. It's just what I think it's. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's a. Like it's not against terms of service, obviously, but it's just it's a bad take. It's a dumb take.
That's what I mean.
It's
very just dumb, and the evidence is just so. Like he obviously doesn't understand. the social interaction now.
No, I don't think he talks to a lot
That's
of
what I'm
women.
saying. Yeah, that's what I guess what I'm trying to say. Is
I don't,
like, bro,
I don't,
that's
I don't think he's had a
that's
lot
not
of.
assault.
He hasn't had a
That's
lot of
not harassment.
experience. Let's put it that way. Like, there's no way you take that. Like, nobody would take it that far like you did. Nobody would reach this hard if you actually had like any life. Go touching grass, touching women's grass. Like, there's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way, bro. This is
That-
hilarious. I don't know what else to say.
Agree
finish
that
it.
someone like this definitely does not belong on their platform. If you watch this video and you also believe that Sneako should be banned from YouTube, you can go to his channel pages, click about, and then click the flag icon on the right side of the page and report the user. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
What a fuck. I don't even, you know what, bro? I don't even like saying this to people, but you are a soy boy beta cook. Like a true, actually, like I don't even use that, like actually, but you really are. You are literally a little softy. Man, I don't want to be all ad hominem, but like I already said my piece about your logic. It's already horrible and it doesn't make any sense. And just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right, bro. Just because you're offended does not mean you're like in the right, doesn't mean you're morally superior, doesn't mean anything. And you can say, oh, well, it's terms of service, it's terms of service. Bro, you're not the police. Let YouTube handle that. Or just report yourself. But like, I think you trying to take the stance and do it publicly and try to like policing YouTube, it's just really lame and you have a bad take. That's my opinion.
I agree.
That's my opinion. You're not the police. You have a bad take, and you better talk to Sneako and air it out. Be a man. Talk to him.
But I think that people like that who have like 600K subscribers, even that many people watching them, and they tell everyone push the flag button and report Sneako. You know, how many of them are just like kids? How many of them are like 16, 17-year-old, like whatever? Just like they don't care. They're just like this is their favorite content creator, and they're like, oh, he told me to go. Report this guy. I'm gonna go report this guy. You get enough flags, they're gonna be like, hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Didn't Gideon just get banned on Twitch for a hate raid, quote unquote, on Pokemon? Does this not count as a hate raid? I mean, you hate him, right? You hate his opinion. You disagree with just like he disagrees with some of the stuff that you might. This sounds like a hate raid to me, bro. It sounds like you're calling to violence. It sounds like a call to violence, right? He's so aggressive about getting everybody to press this button. That's pretty fucking aggressive, bro. I think you're calling for some violence. That's what it sounds like to me, bro.
Sounds. That's like the new age violence. We're taking down someone's content. That's like destroying their livelihood.
Yeah, bro. That's pretty violent. Do you want Sneako to go hungry?
People used to kill each other over that shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, if you destroyed somebody's livelihood, they would like fuck you up.
Come on, Nick. Do you really want to do that to him?
That's really messed up, man.
That's
like
pretty violent.
It's taking away all his income and like everything he worked for like 10 years.
You're willing to put someone to that's pretty horrible, bro. That's pretty just because you don't like his opinion. That's a call to fucking violence. That's just awful. I can't believe you would do something like that. We should call you out. I don't know, man. And obviously I'm not going to do that. Like I guess we are, but like I'm not going to sit here and be like, everybody report this guy. Like I think you should have your opinion too. But stop trying to police people. Are you the kind of guy that goes around Walmart telling everybody to wear a mask? Like, God, what is wrong with you? You're so weird.
Absolutely not. And it's these people are the same people who tried to police us during the pandemic. They're the same people who tried to police culture.
Coco.
Yeah. Everything. They want to run the world, and this generation that believes that best way to deal with their problems is just to delete people is going to cause a lot more problems than they think.
Even he admitted it, though. He actually admitted that in his video. He said, well, censorship and banning people is a slippery slope where it's like not always a good thing. I'm like, dude, if you know that, then why are you taking this step? Like, you're really trying to be on some moral high ground right now. You're really trying to like show up for your viewers. I'm like, dude, this is just not it, man. I'm sorry, but anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'm done, I guess. I mean, this is just silly.
Yeah, it was not a good video.
No.
I just don't know what else to say other than that. It wasn't a good video.
All right, so this guy typically has he's definitely like left, but he's a bit more nuanced at least.
All right, guys. So, the problem is that this kind of stuff just burns. A lot of times people just burn out on this. Not really a good thing. So we have this video here. I haven't watched it yet. People say it's pretty bad. Not his video, but like what Sneako does.
Damn.
But I don't know what.
Imagine that, bro. Imagine people saying your video is pretty bad.
It's funny because we literally just reacted like the same way.
But here's the thing, because it says YouTube should ban Sneako. I don't think that Sneako should be banned. I don't. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset. I don't think that Andrew Tate should be banned either. I think that they have horrible ideologies. But I don't think that it should be ban worthy. I don't think that it crosses that line. However,
absolutely
Sneako has been doing some pretty bad stuff. And so if he does get banned,
there's nothing wrong with thinking ideologies are horrible.
When Andrew Tate got banned, I don't think he should have got banned, but I'm not like upset about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like same thing with Sneako, man. If you get banned, I mean, like, I don't think you should, but You know. So a
What a
couple things
based
first.
take.
He's currently I think he has a week ban on YouTube.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Like, fight for Andrew Tate? I mean, that's what he's asking people to do. He's like, you guys post my shit everywhere. Let them know that I won't be canceled. Blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, man, but like, what if they ban us? What if they ban everyone? And they're like, well, they won't ban everyone. It's like, well, what do they do? What if they ban everyone that's not like Nickisnotgreen? There's no way that would happen, right? But they said Andrew Tate's content's not welcome on the platform anymore. So
But I feel like this guy, like at least Papa Gut is like, yo, I don't agree with it, but like it shouldn't be banned. That's how I am. Like, okay, if you disagree, fine. That's where we should be. We should be like, I disagree with this. Make a video about it, and then that's it. Leave it alone. Don't call for a hate rate of people reporting somebody. Like, come on, bro. Like, I hope she sees this, bro. I hope she sees this, Nick, whoever she is.
And I can't show like the picture because he had it on his Twitter, which is also banned now. But anyway, it got banned because he had a video with Nick Fuentes where he's like, "Oh, me and Nick Fuentes own liberals for like 27 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know." And he's saying like, "Oh, it's censorship." Apparently, they pulled him down for election misinformation on Joe Biden. That's what he showed. That's what he said. I don't know if it's true. Could be wrong about that. If that's true, as far as his Twitter ban was, Twitter. That was weird. He got pulled down for. This is what they're saying. He got his account suspended for. Apparently, he called out Hassan for a fight. Which is like, whatever. Hassan obviously isn't going to take the fight. I mean, why would he? But I challenge Hassan the Hun to a boxing match. Any weight class, any time. I'll fight 70 pounds lighter. I don't care. I'm 6'2", 160. Never had an amateur fight. I will break the internet, and I will break his face. That's cool. For some reason, it looks like, if you can't really read all of this here, but apparently this is what Twitter had said. It looks like a self, watch thing.
they pulled him down for.
We'll start from where I can. Illness,
Yeah.
relationship problems, and economic problems. You can find these resources here. Whatever.
What?
They linked him to mental health.
They linked him a mental health.
Yeah.
And then they said, please know that there are people out there who care about you. I'm crying. I was like shocked. That's why I didn't say it. I wasn't breathing. I was just shocked that this is a literal message from the Twitter. They're like trying to keep this guy from killing himself when he just challenges Hassan to a boxing match. But yeah, exactly what.
You can't hurt our golden boy.
Exactly
what the video says, but you can post as much of that stuff as you want on Twitter.
Thing for a resource. Please know that you are. Please know that there are people out there who care about you and that you are not alone. So it looks like they pulled him down for them thinking that this was some kind of like a, self-owned threat. I'm saying, which is weird. It seems like people are mass reporting him.
Yeah, like what?
So that's where we're up to there. And then comes.
Is it like a cruel joke? Are they saying that challenging Hassan to a boxing match is suicide?
Damn, maybe they are like, you don't want that smoke, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Yeah,
Case,
I didn't even think about it like that.
Funny.
You can't hurt our boy like that. He's our favorite one. He'll kill you.
Shoutouts to Twitter if that's that's funny as fuck. But still, he should have gotten banned.
Yeah.
Watch this video, right? So let's get it rolling.
Hey, this is not going to be a normal video. Today, I want to briefly talk about the
I will say, too, I think he put this on Twitter as well. But let's see.
content creator Sneako and ask YouTube to ban him
That's why it's so short.
from the platform. I'm going to keep this video really short because I just want to say my piece and give Sneako and his fans as little ammunition to fire back as possible, because we know that every time someone utters his name on YouTube, he feels the need to make 5 videos crying about women and society or whatever. And before we begin, I do want to say that most of the time I don't believe...
You know, it's funny. I made a joke when I talked to Sneako, and I just logged back onto my TikTok, like the actual main one, because I don't use it. New main, I guess. Anyway, people are like, oh, like, we're making fun of me because I was like, maybe the reason that women respect me more is because you're not a high value male and I am. And he melted down. He took that really personally. He took that as an assassination attempt on his masculinity. And when people get that upset about that, I mean, like, if you get that upset by...
This guy's a high value man.
Well, he said, I guess he was saying, like, using his logic, like, well, if a bunch of women respect me and I'm, they don't respect you, then maybe that means I'm a high value man.
But who says women don't respect Sneako?
Right. I mean, I guess he's only thinking of like the ones on the internet. But
yeah,
I mean, Sneako, if you've seen some of his content, he talks to some beautiful women. I mean, he's not like an incel at all.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this guy's pop collection. Like You're not bringing any girls to the
Yeah,
house.
no, he's
bro.
also married, but he always uses that as a scapegoat. He's like, "Well, I'm married. I'm married. I'm married." I'm like, "Oh, yeah,
Okay.
good, because you weren't gonna."
No one
Yeah.
else would. But shout out to Papa Guy. Cool
Yeah,
guy.
shout out. I mean, shout out.
Not even like just a joke of me questioning your masculinity. You probably have a very fragile masculinity.
I can agree with
That
that,
was
actually.
funny.
I can agree
It's
with
like,
that.
dude, you're very sensitive. You're very sensitive for somebody who
Sneako
cries about how everybody
is
else
very
is
sensitive. I gotta
Kind
be
of
honest, he
embarrassing
is.
for you. But okay.
That deplatforming someone is the proper way to deal with a controversy. A lot of times creators that I disagree with on a personal level are mostly harmless, and I don't believe that disagreeing with someone's personal values are ground for removal from YouTube or Twitch or any other social media platform. In general, policing content can be dangerous, but as you're about to see, Sneako has grossly violated YouTube's terms of service and qualifies for removal from the website. Now, I'm not going to go into too much depth.
All I'll say is that like the YouTube terms of service is very it seems to be very loosely interpreted or interpreted differently based on some people, different people. But okay, I wonder what he did.
Here, but if you don't already know who Sneako is, he is a gaming and commentary content creator who continues to spread
Is he a gaming creator? I guess he used to make games.
He used to
harmful
be.
messages to a rapidly growing audience, usually violently ranting about women, politics, or men wearing makeup. He's sort of like
I will say one thing. I mean, there are probably a lot of people who do like galvanize, I guess, or kind of gravitate to. That's where I was looking for Sneako. But I feel like for the most part, like the same thing that happened to Andrew Tate happened to Sneako. Like he's become a lol cow. He's a meme. Like people just kind of make fun of him and like. I don't know. I personally don't see him as like a big threat. There's some underlying issues as to why people gravitate towards the red pill shit. I think a lot of this is a lot of young men feeling like disenfranchised by
Okay,
society.
see, that's the major point right there.
Like,
that's a good point to bring up. Like, even see, at least Papa Gut, whether he likes Sneako or not, can admit there's something deeper than just Sneako. It's not just Sneako. These people like Andrew Tate and Sneako wouldn't be big if there wasn't a bunch of boys and men out here who feel like they need to hear this message. Like y'all are really missing the point.
And the problem is the other side is unattractive. And that's the point of the content of those two guys. It's like, hey man, if you don't want to listen to that content, there's this content too. Is it extreme? Yes. Should you be able to extrapolate the good from the bad if you're a reasonable person? Yes. Do they both play characters on camera? Yes. So does everyone else. You know what I mean? These people who are playing the character on the camera on the quote unquote left side are doing the same fucking thing. It just follows the agenda. So they don't get banned for their extreme viewpoints. Shout outs to Kill All Men.
We're just like obviously just gonna like are pieces of shit. Like some of these young kids are just dickheads. Like I was a fucking asshole. Probably some dickheaded kids that probably don't have very strong father figures, and I guess they look up to Sneako, the 23-year-old fucking 15-year-old. I guess that's the person they look up to. I don't know.
like the new Andrew Tate now that he's not on the platform anymore. He was recently banned off Twitter and now has 2 channel strikes on YouTube, but I'm not exactly sure what the reason for that is.
I do personally like Sneako is young. It's like really young.
Yeah, that's a big point to bring up. Like the dude is like 23. Like
yeah, he's super young.
Obviously not super mature.
It's super hard for me to like listen to what he says and not think of someone, some of my like younger friends who have like, opposing viewpoints, but they're just as passionate and fragile and like sensitive about that. And I'm like, yeah, like that's just like how you are at that age.
Dude, I was a like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll say that. I mean, you. That's the thing. It's like I understood. There's so much about Sneako that I'm like, oh my god, like he's not making sense. I get it, y'all. Like I get it. But like the dude is young. Papa Gut, you're obviously older than him. And like, I'm not saying just because he's young is an excuse to be stupid or ignorant. But like, young people just are. And they're just young. They're oftentimes wrong about everything or a lot of things, and it's just they don't understand the world that much yet. But like they're trying to make all his ideals and all his like bad takes or mistakes like trying to give him some permanence, and it's like no, like he's gonna probably change. Even if he doesn't, so what? That has nothing to do with you or anybody. But just understand, like, yeah, the dude is really young. And I remember when I was his age, I was pretty much a little bit worse actually. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was really bombastic. I would say horrible, blunt truths, but it was actually just like an asshole. Like I was kind of that guy. And I mean, now people think I'm like the chillest, most calm person in the world. And that's just because I grew up a little bit. I'm 27 now. It's been like 4 years, but I've changed quite a bit. I think it's a matter of time. And it's just like, yeah, give Sneako somewhat of a break when he's such a young guy who just wants to speak about some truth. He's just trying to speak up about freedom of thought. Like, how could that ever be really bad? Like fundamentally, how could that be bad? Even if you disagree with his opinions, he's really going after the freedom of thought thing. Like that, I just don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the biggest message. It's just freedom of thought. Just let people speak. Don't take platforms down unless they, are truly harmful. And there is a point. where I do agree that there's certain stuff that just shouldn't be on the platform, and we all know what it is because you can think of it and it makes you like, you know, feel like holy shit. Then you probably shouldn't have, you know.
Yeah.
But like if it's just somebody's fucking opinion, or if somebody's saying some dumb shit, or like the most evil live stream ever, I don't know, like like I don't know. It should be allowed on the platform. It's fine. You don't have to watch it if it offends you or if it's not appealing to you. Just don't click on it, like at all. If you see it on your feed, just you know, scroll past it.
Is now a little over a
Yeah,
month.
I gave A. Good thing. I think the first one was election misinformation. I think that was the first one. I could be wrong about that.
Bruh.
Or coronavirus misinformation. And I think. And then the second one I've already explained. So.
Ago, Sneako went on his live stream to talk about one of my friends, Chad, who gave me permission to make this video, but had no.
A girl with a boy's name. Right, guys?
No part in the creation of it, and it wasn't.
What are you, trans? I'm just
Let's go.
Damn.
See that we all gotta laugh sometimes. It's all good. I like Papa Good.
That's the name that came to my head.
I like this guy.
Or suggestion for me to make this. He
I'm
reacted
sorry
to a
for
video
saying
she
you
made
were
about a TikTok dating coach.
Warning: graphic depictions of sexual assault. Oh, okay. What we got here?
Grab
It's
this
so fun.
fucking
It's funny
warning,
'cause,
bro.
like, Sneako just leveraged it.
Once you know the con, you're just like, what?
Trigger warning. Yeah. Now that we've already seen the video, I'm like, really? You put
What-
a warning
label-
like
the
for
label.
that? Come
It's like
on. Graphic. Oh, like he's not like
Like,
I'm gonna cut her
it's
open.
like you think it's like a Sneako sex tape. Like you're just like, what the fuck am I about to see?
It makes no sense.
It's not that, guys.
not.
Shout out. Spoiler alert.
It's
A
not.
false accusation against Brandon Buckingham. I made a video about that, but basically, like, yeah, it's this one right here. Sneako's spiraling out of control, where, like, you know, they were having a private interaction, where Brandon was like, "Yo, man, you're really cool," blah blah blah, and I guess that makes you go uncomfortable. And he's like, "Yo, bro, you're dick riding me," which I think is fair. It's a response, to be honest with you. And Brandon took it really personally, posted an Instagram story challenging Sneako to like a boxing match and all this. It's like really disproportionate response. And then one thing he said was like, "Oh, me and my boys are gonna come to town, and then we're gonna run a train on your girlfriend."
Oh my god.
Just like she wants us to. Now that is inappropriate. It's so funny because people in my comments are like, "Papa, I can't believe you're defending that." Well, okay, I was about to get upset. You're dumb and annoying because I will give out like a really I'll give like a nice thoughtful response and I'll say like I think what Brandon did was wrong, but it's not an actual sexual assault claim. And you guys will be like, if this happened to your wife, you'd say the same thing. No, I wouldn't. If you said that about my wife, I wouldn't say that it was a claim. I would say that you're annoying and I wouldn't interact with you anymore. Like that's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, it's my wife. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Like once you do that, I just don't interact with creators who talk about my wife. So I don't like that's it. But I wouldn't take it as a credible assault threat, right? Like you guys have just just fucking baby brain sometimes. Like you don't listen. You guys are just ready to respond.
Baby brain. I
I
agree.
bring that up. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was
Big problem. No one listening. Just
Yeah.
waiting for you to finish what you're saying so they can respond.
I agree with him because clearly that's what this guy is doing. A 3-minute video. He's like, oh my god, I have to react immediately and like get a bunch of views. And also, like, I honestly think a lot of these kids are just trying to get views as well. Like they know it's like popular to hate him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be the guy, because like you know that one guy who took down Andrew Tate got big. Now he's like, I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be the hero. All these girls are gonna like me. I hope she sees it, bro. Oh god.
disproportionate response. Sneako's initial response to that, and it's all in the video, you can go watch it, was, oh, Brandon is trying to disrespect me or is disrespecting me because he thought I disrespected him. Level-headed response, reasonable response. That turned into him going on a live stream and saying that that Brandon literally Brandon raped my girlfriend, which is just not true, right? 7 times to another creator that was a friend of Brandon's, and what seems like an attempt to.
You said the R word.
Especially as Brandon is a growing content creator. You know, he's not like a small content creator by any means, but like, you know, when you have a larger content creator,
I won't run it back.
I would say
it seems like people are allowed to say
about somebody. A lot of like that.
You just can't say it with the intention of doing it to someone. I believe you can say it out of in context.
Okay, because I've heard a few creators like in the past week say it. I was like, okay, I thought you were not supposed to say the R word. I don't know. I've heard the other R word too. I'm like, okay, so can you just say everything? Like at this point, I'm just like, I'm about to be like, fuck.
I believe as long as you're not implying that you're going to do it to someone and you're just talking about the subject of it, then it is, you know. But obviously, you shouldn't just like make a Logan Paul Mr. Beast video saying the R word.
Yeah.
for views.
Easily blow
But
back.
we should make a thumbnail that says saying the R word a million times. And then just say, like reversed.
That reminds me of
Everybody
another.
will click on it.
That reminds me of another video we could watch. That's really funny.
This is brilliant.
onto that smaller creator, because people will just take somebody with larger content base as like more credible, because that's how the world works. People with more followers are always more credible.
Uh-huh.
But like anyway, let's see what they actually are, because I don't know what they actually are. But I do. Why isn't that going? Oh, okay.
I'm just going to play the video here so nothing can be left out of context, but I am going to
Let's
issue
do it.
a huge content warning for sexual assault. So if that's something that you're uncomfortable with in any way, I would leave the video now.
You know what's so funny about the internet? It hides the fact, and like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is.
Where does he get this from? Like, it's just like, where's that idea from? Like, like she must be attracted to this date. I'm assuming the dating coach is some red pill idiot. So it's like she must be attracted to this guy. That's a cope, bro. That's a cope. That's a cope, man. Yeah, that's a cope, brother. You think that maybe she just thinks he's yucky? I don't know. Like you don't think that like that? It's just a weird perspective to have, where you think you like legitimately and unironically think you know everything. That's just weird.
Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would.
What girls are in your chat?
She would. And you know what's true? What's so predictable?
That's a good
You can
point.
tell by the way she's talking.
Damn.
He ain't got no girls in his chat. But,
That she hasn't been properly in a long time.
Okay.
It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense fuck back into you. And you know what they're gonna do right after they did that? They're gonna clip that part and say, I'm an incel problematic, but you know it's true.
I mean, that was just like a cringy joke. It wasn't even like.
yeah, I can admit that. It's a little, he goes so far towards a little bit cringy. Yeah.
And too long. And now you make no sense. That's what happens, man. That's what happens, yo. Someone vouch for me, you know it's
Like,
true.
it's so ridiculous.
Where's the rape part?
It's obviously like he obviously makes it so intense and ridiculous because he knows. I think even Sneako knows. Like, he's just being insane. Like, that's kind of part of his thing. He's always said, like, yeah, I'm just being crazy on camera right now because it makes people laugh.
Papa Gut said it.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens, yo. Someone vouch for me, you know it's true.
No, I don't think.
Where's the rape part? Where's
That's what
He's
I'm
like, is that
asking.
it? That's what you said. You were like, where's the rest of the video? Is that it?
Where's the part where he assaults someone
Come
sexually?
on, man. Come on.
There's no sexual assault there. The joke was cringy and incredibly inappropriate. You shouldn't be talking about anybody like that. But what do you mean? I mean, it's kind of funny because Sneako is doing the same thing to Brandon Buckingham that this guy's doing to Sneako. The only thing I will say is that this guy probably actually feels that way, even though you're wrong. It's inappropriate and it's disgusting, but that's not sexual assault. He's saying she needs to sense fuck back into her, not that he's gonna go and violently rape her. Like, I come on. We have to like. I get you're uncomfortable. That's totally fine. I think it's perfectly reasonable to call out this behavior as well. Is there more?
Call it out. Fine.
Something?
Yeah.
No, there's no more. Looks
Call it out.
But then the next part
fine.
where it's like the hate raid with the reporting, bro, you're just a beat.
Yeah, that's some beta male cuck shit.
bro, come on.
Cuck boy.
I just, it's so annoying because like we really have to stop. We're shifting what sexual assault is now.
Yep.
It means nothing anymore.
Yep.
If you think that this is SA, the term means nothing. And to people who have actually been like assaulted, like they're like, do you think that like you're comparing this to that experience? This isn't an actual credible threat. This is like this is gross, but it's not an actual credible threat. This is like kind of stupid. Very disappointing, to be honest with you. Like, I get you guys don't like Sneako. I don't know if this is like, like I said before, I don't know if this is like your genuine. If you genuinely think that this was like an actual credible threat, that's sad.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how I feel, man.
Exactly.
It's
This
like,
is not a genuine threat. It's just.
if you think that's you're just sad. Sorry.
It's sad.
Good.
No. I mean, I was just gonna repeat exactly what you said. Like, it's just sad, bro. This is dumb. This is all dumb.
It's just sad that we've gotten to this point.
Yeah, where these little skinny boys from college can be like, oh my god, I'm so offended. I'm gonna scream on the internet, and then like I'm gonna get somebody banned, and I'm gonna delete them.
So I really think like what you said is really bad. So like I think it's my moral duty to dox you.
Yeah, like imagine
Like,
imagine this fucking kid in the workplace or in the university. Ugh, God,
I've had friends like that, bro. I know people like that.
The softest people
like,
alive.
They're just like, yeah, man. So like, I think that because of what you did, it's just like, I just have to tell everyone, like everyone, not just like our friends, but like everyone. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
People are
you
just
crazy?
So soft.
I've
man.
never been doxxed, but I know people who have, and like it's pretty brutal. Like when you just get like ousted to a entire like social circle and everyone just like cancels you at once. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and I agree. It's just these kind of people, these skinny boys from college who went to college because they wanted to have some experiences, but they were too skinny and beta to have any experiences. But they think by doing this kind of stuff, by doing this social justice.
I'm gonna say it again. He clearly has never. He
Yeah,
ain't never done that. I
nothing,
know it, bro. He got it.
nothing.
He's made of jelly.
Yep, absolutely. And he's not retaining anything.
Oh my god.
To go touch grass. It's gross and inappropriate, but holy fuck, man, come on. Like, we can't be shifting what like actual assault is now, right? Like, we can't just play this weird baby game, right?
Was he talking about touching grass?
What like needs to go touch grass. It's
Don't rewind it.
That's sad. I think that you maybe need to go touch grass. It's gross and inappropriate, but holy.
But he
fuck,
does.
man,
Like, I mean,
on.
that's what we said earlier, right? Like, he clearly doesn't go outside much.
Right? Like, we can't just play this weird baby game, right? That was just gross, but it wasn't like assault. I can't believe. Okay, this is the video. Wow.
Literally the same exact reaction as you.
No, okay, great. Thank you for making me defend Sneako. Thank you for making me defend Sneako. That makes me feel really good about myself. Thank God. Thank God. Thank goodness. It is kind of like cosmically funny. It's a little ironic though, because Sneako did just try to do this to Brandon Buckingham, but still, I mean, if Sneako's wrong then, I have to obviously call you wrong here. The difference is that his initial reaction was to understand that it wasn't a credible threat when he did it to Brandon Buckingham, and then he flipped the script. I'll make a reasonable assumption that you actually mean what you say, but you're still wrong, man. Like, this is not a credible threat at all. If she felt uncomfortable, 100% justifiable. But
I have to explain why this is disgusting. Sneako is harassing a female content creator, telling her that the reason why she's so upset is because she hasn't had sex in a while, and then he proceeds to aggressively simulate a sexual assault on Chad.
Come on, that's not what he did, bro. Okay.
You know what happened, bro? Chad told him to do this, and he wanted Chad to be so happy. He went straight to Chad and was like, "Oh, look what I did for you, my queen. Look what I did for you. I did this for you.
Thank you, silly boy.
Can I can I please get some And she's like, well, no, but you're really sweet, and I love the video.
You're like my best friend. I'm like my baby brother.
God damn it. That's the same exact face he made when she said that. He's like, what the fuck? I just made this video.
What the fuck? You know what I just did for you?
Yeah, come on.
Sneako's gonna come after me.
Now he's gonna go red pill. He's gonna watch a bunch of Sneako videos after that.
This is so dumb. What do you mean aggressively? He aggressively simulates sex. If he was like pretending to be her and was like, oh, stop, please, and he's like, no, you're gonna take it. Then I would be there with you. But like when he went like, for her reaction, that was like her like coming. That was what that's supposed to simulate.
That's supposed to simulate.
Yeah, like submitting. Like, it's not even. Yeah, come on.
I disagree with what he did, but like this wasn't what you're saying it is at all.
In his live stream in front of thousands.
This guy touches grass.
Said, there are creators who I disagree with, and then there are people like Sneako who actively threaten other creators on YouTube, spread hate speech, and overall make YouTube a less enjoyable and more dangerous place for everybody who's on it. Not to mention that this clip alone obviously violates YouTube's community guidelines around harassment.
It might. If that's true, fine, whatever. Like, if it does, I can see why it might violate the YouTube community guidelines for harassment. If it does, good, whatever, I don't care. But like, can we not call it sexual assault? Because it's not that. It's not a threat of that. It's not any of that. We have to stop.
YouTube has banned creators even recently for much less, and I think that this is an obvious instance of a creator
who's that? I'm just curious who we were referring to.
Is now causing more harm by existing on the site. And this isn't even about free speech. This is about taking action when a content creator spreads messaging like this, and I think YouTube would agree that someone like this definitely does not belong on their platform. If you watch
Steven Crowder,
you also believe that Sneako should be banned from YouTube, you can go to his channel pages, click about, and then click the flag icon on the right side of the page and report the user. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Is that hate raid?
Hey, this is.
I don't know, man. This seems like a. Listen, I don't like this video, to be honest with you. Here's what I don't like about it. The first thing I don't like about it is that it's falsely claims that he makes a sexual assault threat, because he doesn't. You're just wrong about that. I'll talk to you about why you're wrong, but we can't be watering down what that actually is. I mean, it's a bad thing. I need you to understand something. Words are supposed to have meaning, okay? And when we use words, because here's what actually happened. This is something that's been happening a lot. You felt like that was gross because it was. I agree with you. And so you looked for a word that had the same emotional impact as to how you felt about this situation, rather than finding the correct words that would apply to the situation.
Yep.
Because you feel that it should have more emotional weight. And I understand that, right? But but if you do that and we start calling everything like SA, all we're really doing is that word is becoming meaningless.
Same thing with racism.
Right? Like if the word is losing its meaning, and we already have a lot of a problem where people do, like women specifically, but it happens to men as well, or men or women will be like, I was sexually assaulted, and because that word is meaningless because of people who are using it incorrectly, all of a sudden it's like, well, what does that mean now? Now you can't, like, because the word means less. You're making the word mean less. Because that's not what happened. There was no threat there. He wasn't simulating sexual assault. We have to stop, man. I disagree. I don't think that you needed to do a sexual. You could have done like a sexually graphic content warning. That would have been fine. But I think that you're. I don't know the guy. He seems like a nice, non-threatening guy with glasses. So I won't say that you're like fucking virtue signaling, and I won't say that you're intentionally pearl clutching. But I need you to understand that like this is such a disproportionate response.
He's definitely pearl clutching.
So still gross what he did, but let's use words correctly. Please. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further
very
than
based,
very based.
Super agree with most of what he said.
At the end of the day, as my favorite thing to say is, it's about time. It's about time we start. You know, these people want to be the cancel culture policing people. They want to police everybody. They want to. This is what they want to do, right? So it's time. This is kind of one of the reasons why we started doing this, why we started making content, because it's like, bro, if people don't speak up against these little thought police folks, it's just gonna go out of control. Like, people need to know, like, no, not everyone agrees with you. Y'all are crazy and like the softest people alive. You're not gonna just make everybody conform to your soft little world. Sorry, not everybody's offended so easily like you are. We're not gonna all react this way.
Bro, look at all these women replying.
I was kind of assuming that he had a bunch of women in his audience. Like, he probably has like more women than most guy creators, because most men don't have that many women. So
it's sexual harassment since it's directed at her, not a group. I think the depiction of sexual harassment comes to the fact that she's whimpering. It's definitely enough to signify that she would be scared. As he.
Oh my god.
I can't even go on. Okay, anyway, it's definitely sexual harassment. I don't think it was a credible threat, but are we the ones who get to determine a woman felt threatened credibly? It was violent, forced, choking, harassment, describing rape, very specific harassment in the real world. Like, geez Louise, bro. Nobody can joke anymore.
My heart goes out to Chad. Like, oh my god, you people are so soft. I don't care what you say. You can say anything you want about Sneako, but to pretend Chad is like getting hurt or harassed, you guys are completely delusional.
People who think like this don't study history. That's all I have to say. All I have to say is that whenever a lot of people believe in something and you take their leader and you martyr them, it always ends badly for the people that martyred the leader. But it only happens when a lot of people believe in the person that you martyr. Like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was completely martyred for his beliefs, and now you have more people like, what the fuck? And now they're gonna go, like Hassan said, like they're just gonna watch Sneako. They're gonna watch other content creators like that because they don't have that content anymore.
Yeah.
They're gonna start looking into older. They're gonna start watching like Kevin Samuels. They're gonna start watching, like, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna go watch the Daily Wire. They're gonna watch Jordan Peterson. They're gonna watch Matt Walsh. They're gonna watch Crowder. And like, is that what you guys want?
Yeah, this is a bad take. The part where you're pretending this is SA, it's clearly not. The part where you're pretending there's any sort of assault or harassment, there's clearly not. Just because you think he's creepy doesn't mean he should just be banned. That's just really that's a horrible take, and I'm really glad to be able to call you out, because yeah, I think you're just an idiot. This is a really bad take. If he's a creep, you're an idiot.